All right, well, joining me right now is Pete Hjelmstad with the Iowa Department of Transportation. Pete, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join us. And we are talking some severe weather that's going on today. So can you talk about the effects that people in counties like Black Hawk or Butler are facing right now?
The big one is on Iowa 57, as you mentioned, east of Applington, where water came over the road approximately 4 o'clock this morning, and it stayed up until about 8 o'clock when it went down. But then with the additional rainfall, it went back over the road again at about 10 o'clock this morning, and we expect it to stay there for quite a while. One of the reasons is when you get this type of rain, the ground gets saturated, so it doesn't soak in as much. And with the rains that we've had over the past few weeks, it's going to be a bit before the water goes back down.
Right, so waiting for that water to go back down, this brings me to my next question. I know it sounds kind of cliche when a lot of people say, turn around, don't drown. Can you talk about the importance of that and how people really need to just, don't tempt it, don't go for it?
Yeah, that's a great point. The bottom line is, especially with water running over the road for a long duration, you don't know what's underneath that water. Sometimes we had it just a few years ago where the water goes over the road and it runs over the paved part of the road and starts eroding underneath that pavement. And when it erodes enough, the road collapses. And you don't always see that. Now, don't get me wrong, that is worst case scenario, but it does happen. So the big thing is you do not know what's underneath that road, or excuse me, underneath that water, and you don't want to take any chances. So like you said, the phrase turn around, don't drown is there for that reason.
Right, so for folks in counties along the river, like in Key County, what do you have to say for them? Because obviously that river could easily overflow really any body of water.
Yeah, the big thing right now is with the rain that we have had and with the rain that is expected later on today, if you live in an area where flooding does happen frequently, be ready for it. Be aware of it. If you drive a route home or to school or to work, and you know that flooding does happen frequently on that route, be ready for it. This is the type of situation where areas that are prone to flooding are probably going to see water over the road. So be ready for it, have an alternate route, and just be safe.
All right, Pete Hjelmstad, thank you so much for joining us live from the show today.